discussing about the vectors. Addition of vectors we have done in that triangle and parallelogram law of vector addition we have done. After that, the same laws we have applied for the subtraction of vectors. So these laws we have used to find the resultant or sum of two vectors when this is what by graphical method. Okay, so when the measurements or magnitudes are small, then we can go with the graphical methods. So if the measurements are of a larger size, when the magnitude is very large, so at that time we have used the analytical method. So we have just started with analytical method. How it will help and how we can use this to solve the problems we have not yet done. So we will do that one, but before that again we will go with the what exactly analytical method what we have done. So in the last class we have derived at the resultant of magnitude of resultant of two vectors by whatever analytical method, that is what square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, and we have got the angle how much it is making with the horizontal, that is what tan alpha equals to some b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta, like that. So that again I go with that one, then we will start the other things or examples. So that is what we have started with the analytical method. Okay, so analytical method. So what we have done, if there are two vectors, if this is the vector A and here is one vector B, so if this is the case, so resultant is going to be here. This is what the resultant, so that is what vector R, but we cannot find it with the help of graphical method. So because assume that the magnitudes of these vectors is very large. Okay, so if magnitude is very large, so then what we have done, we have taken perpendicular here, we have joined this line to this one, so this will be like 90 degree. So we have done all these things in last class. If you have not seen, go through that class, then only you will understand. Otherwise, I am not going to do the whole derivation here. Okay, last class we have done. Please watch that class, then come back to this one, you will understand it better. Okay, so this became what, if this is the theta. So very important here, theta is what? Theta is angle between vectors. It is the angle between vectors, vector A and vector B. So resultant will make angle what? Alpha. So alpha is what? Alpha is angle made by resultant. Angle made by resultant with vector A, or we can say horizontal. Okay. So this what we got it as cos B cos. This is what B cos theta, and this is what B sin theta. Okay, so what we got total this vector we got it as A plus B cos theta. I am talking about magnitude, A plus B cos theta, and this is what B sin theta. So this is what the resultant. So to find the resultant, what we have done, we have applied the Pythagoras theorem. So r square equals to we got it as a plus b cos theta the whole square plus b sin theta the whole square. Okay, so finally by solving this, what we got is resultant is equals to square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay, so this is what we got the resultant, that is what we call it as the magnitude. So magnitude of vector R is equals to root of, you have to remember this formula where it is a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay, so what is the then direction? What about the direction? This is magnitude of the resultant. Okay, so direction will be a tan alpha equals to what we got B sin theta divided by A plus B cos theta. Okay, so this is what resultants we got. This is the magnitude of the resultant vector, and tan alpha is what it is the direction. That means with what angle it is moving, with the horizontal or with another vector. Vector may be A or B, whichever you will take that. Okay, so this is what the resultant. Then you may ask, can we use the same formula for subtraction also? It may not happen like that. We will see what will happen exactly. Suppose this is the vector A. If this is the vector A, okay, so vector B will be here. This is what vector B. But subtraction means what you want? You want vector A minus vector B. You want vector A minus vector B. Resultant of this you want. Resultant of A minus B you want. So you have to take, instead of B, you have to take minus B over here. So this is what going to be minus B. Okay. So if this is going to be minus B, then this is what you can take as O. So OP, and we can take it as the Q. So what is the resultant? Resultant will be in this direction. So this is the resultant R. Okay. Now you are not going to draw the perpendicular here. Here you have drawn perpendicular outside. But here perpendicular will not come outside, it will come within here, this one. This is going to be what your perpendicular. Okay. So now, where is theta then? Theta is going to be somewhere here. So again, this is what theta. Actually, if you take in a clockwise direction, in clockwise direction, so it will come from here. It will come from here. But instead of that one, I will take this as theta. Okay. Simply angle between A and B. So irrespective of clockwise and anti-clockwise, I am taking this as theta. So what will happen? We'll see. If this is theta, and which one will become? If this one will become theta, what about this one? This total is 8. What about this one? This is going to be minus B. So this will become what? This will become minus, no need to consider the negative sign because we are talking about the magnitude. So this will become what? B cos theta. And what about this one? This will become what? This one will become B sin theta. This will become B sin theta. Okay. So let me write here only, otherwise it will be confused. Okay. This will become B sin theta. Don't get confused why minus sign is not taken. We are talking about magnitude, so that is why I am not writing the what vector sign. Okay. Then what about this total? This total magnitude is A. Within that you have to subtract because you want this triangle now. Okay. You want this triangle. Okay. So this is what R. This is what R. Okay. So what you got here? This is what B sin theta. What about this one? What about this one? Total is A. You subtract this B cos theta in this one. So you will get this. So if you consider negative sign also, okay, it will come in. So what is this one? This will become A minus B cos theta. A minus B cos theta. Okay. So if you take this as O, this you can take this point as S. So O S Q. If you take this as O S Q, so what will happen? Again apply the Pythagorean theorem. So if you apply the Pythagorean theorem, what will happen? So R square is equals to this. R square is equals to this square plus this square. Okay. So A minus B cos theta the whole square plus B sin theta the whole square. Okay. So if you simplify this one, obviously we may come at the same point. So this is what A square plus B square cos square theta minus 2AB cos theta, then plus B square sin square theta, because A minus B the whole square is what? A minus B the whole square is A square plus B square minus 2AB, or you may use A square minus 2AB plus B square also. Okay. So if this is the case, again rearrange the terms. R square equals to A square, right, as it is. So B square take on one side, so B square will be here. So what if you take B square as common, what remains inside? What remains inside is cos square theta plus sin square theta, and then minus 2AB It is what? Cos theta, minus 2ab cos theta. Okay. So as we know, cos square theta plus sin square theta or sin square theta plus cos square theta is going to be 1. So this will become a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta, minus 2ab cos theta. Okay. So I hope you are getting what difference is coming, just we are getting a negative sign. So r equals to, that is magnitude of vector r is equals to square root of a square minus b square minus a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Okay, minus 2ab cos theta. This is what going to be a magnitude. Okay, so difference is here for addition plus is there, for subtraction minus is there. Okay, so if that is the case, what about the direction? This is what magnitude. What about the direction? Similarly, so direction is what you have to take alpha. This is what alpha. Okay, so tan alpha is equals to what is opposite? This is what opposite divided by adjacent. So opposite is what? Opposite is d sin theta divided by a minus b cos theta. Okay, so a minus b cos theta. This is what going to be a direction of the resultant. This is what going to be a magnitude of the resultant. Okay, so only difference is coming. That is what negative sign between a minus plus b cos theta and a minus b cos theta. So this is what how we can add and subtract by analytical method. Then you may ask, is it required to derive these two separately? Can we get that formula from here only, or from this vector addition only? Obviously, just you have to look at the theta. If you change the angle, obviously you will get that also. See here, if you are adding, so this is one vector, this is another vector. So this is what angle theta. Okay, so if this is the angle theta, so you can write it as what? You can write it as a root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay, so if you make it subtraction, if you make it subtraction, this is a and this is b. If you make it subtraction, what will happen? This will be a and this will be b. Okay, so this will be b minus b. Okay, minus b. So what will be theta now? From here it is theta. Okay, so again from this if you take, so what is angle between these two? This is what angle between these two. If you take directly theta, it's okay. Just I am telling from this how we can derive this one. This is going to be what? If this theta, this is also going to be theta. So what is this angle? This is what? 180 minus theta. Okay, if you substitute this also, you will get r equals to root of, you use same formula, don't change the sign, a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 180 minus theta. Okay, cos 180 minus theta. So r equals to root of a square plus b square 2ab I will write as it is, cos 180 minus theta. From your mathematics, cos 180 minus theta is what? Minus cos theta. Okay, so minus cos theta means minus I will write here, plus minus will become minus cos theta. That means you can get the same thing if you use the 180 minus theta also. Okay, so for addition you take theta directly, for subtraction you can take 180 minus theta for the same formula. Otherwise, if you remember, you can just directly use this formula. So that's all depends on you. Similarly with the direction also. Here directly you can write it as what? Tan alpha equals to b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta. So here what you have to use? You have to use in place of theta, you have to use 180 minus theta. So sin 180 minus theta will become sin theta. Cos 180 minus theta will become minus cos theta. So again what you will get? You will get tan alpha equals to as it is b sin theta divided by a minus b cos theta also. Okay, so don't worry about all those things. Just try to remember only this formula. This is going to help you a lot. a square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta and tan alpha equals to b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta. Okay, so very important formula. Try to remember it properly. Okay, this is what the addition or subtraction of vectors by analytical method. Then you may ask me, sir, you are using the vectors which we can join head to tail. So you are taking one vector here and you are joining tail of another vector to the head of first vector. So obviously you are getting some formula, square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, something like that. Sir, what if we get the vectors like their tails are joining at a point? So what will happen? How we can apply this formula if case is something like that? Can we use the same formula for the vectors which are joining at a point, or which are intersecting at a point, or whose tails are joining? Okay, because in graphical method, for these kind of vectors we use the triangle law. For these kind of vectors we use the parallelogram. Okay, so what will happen here if this is the case? Can we get the same thing here? Let me check. If I take this as vector A and this as vector B, so what will happen? What type of diagram will get? So this is what vector A. So you can call it as vector A, and here I will take this as vector B. Okay, this as vector B. Now you draw the resultant. So what you will use the parallelogram. So this is going to be parallelogram. Okay, all right. So what will happen? This will be like this. Okay. So this is what the case. So resultant will be here. Resultant will be here. This is what going to be a resultant. Okay. So this is what going to be resultant. So what is the angle between A and B? Here it is theta. So here also angle between A and B is theta. This is what angle made by resultant with vector A. So what we have to find? We have to find alpha. So theta, so obviously they will only give, that is what angle between vectors. Okay, all right. Now what will happen? If you look at the diagram, you can understand we are somehow getting the same picture. Okay, if this is B, same direction, same magnitude, this is what? This is also going to be vector B. This is also going to be vector B. If this is the vector B, draw perpendicular over here. Draw perpendicular over here and join this one here. This will be 90 degree. So now, if this is theta, obviously here also it is going to be theta only. So look at diagram. It is obviously if you remove these things, it is going to be same as before. Okay. So it is going to be same as before. Like it is going to be. Okay. No need to draw. So what is this one? This is going to be B cos theta, and this is going to be B sin theta. B sin theta, B cos theta. Same thing we are getting. Okay. So this B only we are taking here. This B only we are taking over here. Okay. So if you forget these things, so this will become same as this diagram. Okay. So that means resultant will be what? This total will become what? This total will become magnitude wise A plus B cos theta, and this is B sin theta. What diagram we are getting is, we are getting a diagram like this. Okay. So this is what the diagram we are getting. So somehow here vector A is there, and somehow here vector B is there. So this is what B sin theta, this is what A plus B cos theta, and this is what resultant. We have to find resultant. Look at the diagrams, they are same. So again, if you derive it here, you will get the same resultant. Apply the Pythagoras theorem. So r square equals to this square plus this square. So since we are adding, so we will get the positive sign. So what we will get? We will get magnitude. We will get magnitude as before, same as before. So magnitude is vector r is equals to. We have already solved. We have already derived. So that is why I am not going to derive it again. Okay. So same thing you have to proceed. So what we can write directly, we can write it as square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay, a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta is going to be a magnitude. What about the direction? Direction is going to be tan alpha equals to root of not root of, it is going to be b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta. Okay, so I am not writing anything new. This is as before we are used for the vectors where we can join head and tail. This is what vectors where the tails are joining. So that will give these two results, same as before. Okay, that means the single formula you can apply for all these things: addition, subtraction, when join. What about subtraction? So same thing will happen. Resultant will come on this side, so this is going to be here. So what will happen? Again, you will get the same thing, but with negative sign. Okay. So what will happen if this is vector A? So this is what B. So minus B will come over here. This is what minus B. So resultant is going to be on this side. So I'm talking about subtraction. So this is what going to be a resultant R. Okay. So again, this total is A. So this is what minus B, or you can take simply B. So this is what going to be perpendicular. So what about this theta? This is going to be a theta. Okay. So if this becomes theta, similarly this will become what? This will become A minus B cos theta, and this will become what? This will become B sin theta. So as usual, you can use the same formula for which one? For this one. Okay, for this one you have to forget this. For this triangle you can apply. So what you will get? You will get resultant R equals to root of from a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. So similarly, tan alpha will become what? Tan alpha will become b sin theta divided by a minus b cos theta. Okay, so don't worry about this one. No need to follow this new formula. Remember only this formula. Remember only this formula. That will help you to solve the problems. Okay. So if it is if they are asking to subtract you in place of theta, what you have to take 180 minus theta. Okay. You have to look angle properly. So I will give the general. I will give the general formula. So what how we can solve the problems. So this is take this as a vector A, and this is what this take as vector A, and this is what vector B, or you can take anything. There are certain rules that we will study later. So resultant is going to be somewhere here. So this is what resultant. We want to find this only. They will give this angle theta. This is what theta is. What theta is angle between vector A and vector B. Then you have to find alpha also. Alpha is what? This is what alpha. This is what alpha. Okay. So alpha is what? Alpha is nothing but angle made by resultant. Angle made by resultant R with what? With vector A. If you are taken viewer here, it will become with vector B also. Okay. So this you have to remember. Theta is the angle they given. That means angle between A and B. Alpha you have to find. So for these two, we will use the formula. First we will find the magnitude. That is vector R. Magnitude of vector R equals to, use this formula, a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, and for direction use tan alpha equals to what you can write. You can write it as b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta. Okay. So you just go through this properly. Okay. So leave out all those things whatever we have derived so far. So just remember this method. This will help you solve the problems in your competitive exams. These are the two vectors. Theta is what angle between those two vectors. So you have to find the magnitude with the help of theta. Then direction tan alpha you have to find. So for that you have to use this formula. Okay. So if you remember these 4 steps, that is enough. You can get the resultant of any kind of vectors. Okay. So please try to remember that one. That is very important. Okay. Let me take an example of analytical method. So suppose I will take one vector over here and another vector here perpendicular to this one. Okay. So let me take it here. This is our vector B. Our vector A, I will take this as a magnitude only I am talking. So this I will take it as 4 and this I will take it as 3. Okay. So what is theta? Angle between these two is what? 90 degree. So angle between these two is 90 degree. So resultant is going to be here. This is what going to be resultant. You have to find this resultant. Okay. So theta is what? Theta is what? Theta is 90 degree. What is A? Vector magnitude of vector A is 4 and magnitude of vector B is what? 3 I am thinking. Okay. So now apply the formula. First you have to find the magnitude. So magnitude. First you compare this with that one. Okay. So theta is what? Angle between A and B. So theta is what? Angle between A and B. Alpha is what? Angle made by resultant with what? With the vector A or vector B. Okay. So magnitude how we can find? We can find it as vector R is equals to square root of A square. A is what? 4 the square. So 4 the square. Let me write formula. So A square plus B square plus 2 AB cos theta. Okay. So resultant magnitude root of this is what? 4 the square plus B is 3 the square plus 2 into 4 into 3 into cos how much? Cos 90 degree. Cos of 90 degree. So R equals to vector R equals to root of 4 the square is 60 plus 3 the square is 9 plus 2 into what is 2 into 8? 8 to 3 is okay. 24. Cos 90. What is cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. Cos 90 is 0. That means this whole term will become 0. So this is going to be what? 0. So magnitude of resultant is 16 plus 9 will be a root of 25. Yes or no? Okay. So this is going to be what? 5. Okay. So magnitude is going to be 5. This is going to be what? 5. Now what you have to do is for direction what is that? Tan alpha is equals to, you can use one thing over here. Alpha is here, so if this is 3, this is also going to be what? This is also going to be 3 only. So tan alpha is directly what you can write, opposite divided by adjacent. Opposite is 3 divided by 4. Your work is done only. Okay. If you want to apply that formula only, we'll see what will happen. Tan alpha equals to B sin theta divided by A plus B cos theta. So what is B? B is 3 sin 90 degree divided by A is 4 plus B is 3 cos 90 degree. Okay. So here what will happen? 3 into sin 90 means what? Sin 90 means 1. So sin 90 means 1. So into 1 divided by 4 plus 3 right as it is. Cos 90 is what? 0. Okay. So this is going to be what? This is going to be total 0. So what remains is 3 by 4. So again what you got? Tan alpha equals to 3 by 4 only. Okay. You can directly use this one or you can use the formula as it is. Okay. So what we got? 3 by 4. Tan alpha equals to 3 by 4. Or simply you can write it as alpha equals to tan inverse of 3 by 4. As of now, actually tan inverse of 3 by 4 will get angle also. So no need to, what will get? We may get some 37 angle. So that we will see later. As of now, we don't know how to find the angles and other things. Your log table is required. So many things are there. So as of now, you can simply write tan alpha equals 3 by 4 or alpha equals to tan you can take on that tan inverse of 3 by 4. Okay, so don't worry about this one. As of now, you can write only this much. Okay, that is okay. So these kind of examples we can